Alright, what is happening, guys? It's King96Pwn here, and I am actually not doing a live commentary right now. I generally don't do anything not live, but I went out and I played a bunch of Rumble, and I found this is actually my first day. This game was my first day playing Rumble, and I got a really decent game, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys that while talking about a few different things. First thing I wanted to talk about is my mic quality. If you can't tell, it's a little bit different. I took the foam out of the boxes that all my accessories and my microphone came in, and I'll show you a picture. Should be on the screen now of what it usually looks like whenever it's just on its stand. And I'll go ahead and show you a picture also of how I have it now for if I'm doing after the game commentary, so I can kind of keep it a little closer and I can have a little better audio quality. But what I wanted to talk about first was this new game mode, Rumble. Okay, so in Rumble, you have 10 seconds in between power-ups, and you can use the power-ups. There are a list of different power-ups, and I'll kind of go through them for you. There is the boot, which actually just comes as a boot shoving out of your car, and it can kick an opponent's car away from you. There's a disruptor, which shoots from you to an opponent, and it forces your opponent to drive uncontrollably. Their boost just kind of goes, and they can't really stop. There is the freezer, which actually freezes the ball completely in place. There is then the grappling hook, which pulls you towards the ball. There is the haymaker, which is kind of like a fist of boxing glove, and it actually punches the ball, as you might expect the boxing glove to do. There's the magnetizer, okay, so it attracts the ball towards your car, but it attracts it more the closer you are, kind of like how a magnet would. There are some cool plays you can do with that, but it is not very powerful, so keep that in mind when using it. There's also the plunger, which it will pull the ball to you completely. Like, it might not get all the way to you, but like it's a lot stronger than the magnet when it pulls it to you. There is the power hitter, which is it's a fist icon on there, and what it does is it allows you to hit everything harder. So it gives you power hits on the ball, no matter what touch it is. It's always a power hit. You could even be sitting still and it hits you as a power hit. Also, anytime you hit an opponent, it like blows them up. It demolishes them instantly. So even if they hit you, which is kind of really funny. There is also the spike. Now the spike, it attaches the ball to you and can only be taken off of you by either freezing it or being hit. Those are the only two options currently for how the ball could be taken off, other than it just running out of time. Oh, and the switcher. The swapper, which changes positions on the field with you and your opponent, that can also get rid of the ball. And spikes, I guess. They can spike it off of you. But that's very important to know, because you can't, like, punching bag it off them. You can't kick them and it comes off of them. The only thing you can do other than those, it doesn't take it off of them, but the magnet can kind of lasso them towards you. It pulls you and affects that. There is also, so I've mentioned the swapper as well. There's also the tornado. Now, the tornado sweeps up the ball and opposing opponents, like all their cars, into a giant, like, funnel, which is like the tornado. And it just basically disrupts the entire game. It's really funny to do. So I definitely recommend doing that if it's near your goal and you're trying to mess everybody up. But no, that is all of the different power-ups you can have with Rumble. There's different game modes and stuff in private matches that you can play around with, but I haven't really messed with those. The other things that have been added, I mean, there's just general patches that have happened, but the biggest ones are player-to-player trading, which is kind of like a CSGO, kind of how they do that. And then another akin CSGO thing that was added was the keys and crates. Now, keys you have to buy. I went out and bought 5, which I didn't really want to do. I wanted to save my money, but it's kind of hard not to whenever you get a crate. And then the crates. Crates you can get randomly. It's kind of like whenever you get items after playing a game, except it's much more rare. There are different types of crates and such, and it just kind of gives varying rarities to the items that you're getting. But so far I've only gotten 1 crate, and I got I don't think I'm actually using it in this game. No, I'm not. I hadn't gotten it yet whenever I recorded this. But it is a moving dragon sort of decal for the Octane is what I got. And it's really nice. I think it's really, really pretty. Actually, I think I am using it in this. It's just hard to tell from the behind perspective of the recording, but I think I actually am using it in this. Nope, I'm using tech. I lied. I thought it was moving. It was just the lights. But I did get that. It's like called Dragon Lord, I think, and it's for the Octane, which I'm glad because I really like using the Octane. So I'm really glad that I actually got that for it. And the crates are actually called champion crates, and there's different series of uniqueness. And then after 7 days of either having crates, keys, or the items from the crates, you can then trade them with other players, which I think is really, really cool. And it's going to kind of spark a new system of like value to items, which is kind of really cool in my opinion. All right, another thing I wanted to talk about is one of the reasons I haven't been uploading a whole lot. Now, some of it's just because it's really hard for me to get my head into it a lot of times, but another big part of it is I am currently in college. And I know that a lot of YouTubers are able to manage both, but for me sometimes it's just between that and work, I get really busy. And then I want to spend some time with friends, obviously, because I am about to move. Next semester, I'm actually going to be in Virginia living with my girlfriend over there, and I'm going to be going to college over there. That's going to be next semester. So I'll have a lot higher upload speeds. So it'll be a lot easier for me to upload videos, which that's another part of why it's really hard for me to do that, is because it takes several hours to upload a video, and you can't really do much while you're uploading. But that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about, and just let you guys know and update you on this game and what's kind of going on in my life. So yeah, take 2 seconds out your day to like this video. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching.